everybody! Welcome back. It is just me today. I am here to rant and ramble about the things that I have accumulated in recent weeks. As many, or hopefully all of you know, I do not really have the same opportunities as Jack to go to the thrift stores, do all the things. So when I do get those opportunities, which thankfully are starting to become just like a little more plentiful, I go a little crazy, which is good because I need things. I need the things to list to sell to the people. What I have next to me is a little amalgamation of things I get at consignment stores, things I get at regular thrift stores, things I buy online to sell and to peddle to the folks at home. I have two very overly full bags. I am gonna stop yapping and we're gonna get into it. But how is everybody? Are we good? Good. Okay, first thing, I've literally not taken these out of the bag. I bought these on the internet. It is this beautiful pair of Prada Y2K little Heelys. I absolutely love picking these up. These have been doing really good for me, and I think these are fun with their little like pilgrim tongue and their little like early 2000s stripe of red on them, which is also very Prada. These were $50, 50 or 60 bucks maybe. They are a size 37, and I think I can go ahead and accept these. These literally got dropped off this morning, so this is me also like, is she good, is she good, is she good? I think those are good. Give her a little leather conditioner, and she's good to go. Love that. So this next bag, I went to Unique yesterday, Thursday. Today is Saturday. I went to Unique and I got some stuff, and I love going to Unique on Thursdays because it's 25% off day, which is one of my favorite things ever. And I did something that I normally don't do, and I looked through the cardigans. The cardigans are like the tank tops to me, or like, oh my gosh, it just gets to be so much so quick. But I found some really good stuff. Every tag that I show you, take off 25% because I can't do math. This is a 55% silk, 20% acrylic, 15% Angora, and 10% nylon. Really cutesy little sweater. I think this is adorable, and I love that it has the like little 2-button detail on it that is very trendy. I don't really understand. Oh, she moved the buttons? Maybe. So what I am probably gonna do is move the buttons from here back over to here, which like thankfully it's two of the original buttons, so we're good to go. But this like little gray cardigan sweater is gonna do great on Depop. I like that it has just a little bit of poof to the shoulder to just give her a little shape. And that was only like $5 before the discount, which is awesome. This was another really good find. This is Playlord. If you know anything about them, please tell me. I bought this because it is an adorable little purple cashmere rabbit sweater. There was a lot of good Angora in this trip, and I love picking that stuff up. Angora and nylon, 70-30. And I love picking that stuff up because I think the material does really good. And I think this little lavender color is gonna do good as well. There are no buttons on this, but I don't think it would be that hard to like keep her, you know, put a little stitch on her and keep her closed. Adorable. This is actually an anthro piece, which I thought was really fun. This is BB Dakota by Steve Madden. This was $16 before the discount, so it came out to like 12 bucks. But it's this beautiful plaid tassel trimmed coat. I am obsessed with this. It's super nice. It is also new without tags because it does have the extra button. I was very, 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 very excited to find this. I think it's adorable. What size is this? Size large too. Perfect. My goal whenever I go like real store thrifting is find things that are like seasonally appropriate for right now. Every time I go to the bins or like Jack picks me stuff up, I have no problem sitting on some of that stuff, but if I'm paying up for it, I kind of want to have the out in mind. I would love to have the exit strategy planned out. This is another one of those things. This is High Sierra, size medium. This was $11.49 before the discount. This is a great little Depop find. Let me zip this up to show you. Any of these little like suede patchwork jackets that I kind of come across, especially if they're not like really, really tiny or really, really big. Please tell me the zipper works. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Perfect. These always do really good for me, and they sell for really good money. So this is a suede, and I love this like really nice caramel camel colored ribbing to it. I think this is gonna be great for the Depop girlies, and I think it's gonna go quick, which is always a goal. Okay, so this is why I love going to Unique. This was a sweater that they had there, and sometimes their like anthro, their free people stuff gets marked up really, really high. And then every now and again, there's somebody who's just like really anti the man, and they price it like so beyond low what it should be. And I am always happy to find one of those pieces because this is an adorable sweater. So this was priced at $3.99. It is Maeve by Anthropologie, size small. But look at this sweater with the bunny rabbits on it. Oh my gosh, it is so stinking cute. I do not know what the materials are. Acrylic wool and polyamide. But like, for literally, this was like $2 after the discount. I can't get over that. I think it's great. Or I think it was $3. I think it was $3.99, got knocked down to $2.99. This is another really good sweater. So they had a little like sweater rack situation. I don't necessarily know if it was for, also if you can hear my neighbor drumming, I'm very sorry. If this was for like things to go back, things that were like really trendy, or just like little staff picks or whatever. This was $9.99 before the discount. It is Abercrombie and Fitch in a size extra small. And it is just this adorable little wool blend short sleeve sweater with a turtleneck. I just sold something similar to this that was vintage on eBay for $100. That is definitely not going for $100. But either way, I thought it was quite nice. Okay, my last little find for unique. I did find some stuff for myself, but like, I'll spare you the details. This was a really nice Vince sweater. This was $8.49 as well before the discount, size small. Really, really nice little cable knit red sweater. I think this is going to be great for the holidays. I think it's going to be great for the season. And this is a merino wool, nylon, and cashmere. Ooh, this might actually be like pricey. Vince is always really expensive, but I think this is just going to be like a little more pricey than normal. Okay, so let's get into, I have two massive piles. Top half of this pile is things that Jack's got me, things that I've dug out of my own closets, things that have just kind of come from around the block. And then most of the stuff in the TJ's bag that I don't think you can see is stuff from Turnstile, which is really good stuff. So we'll get into it. Okay, first up, this is a little pair of Wild Fable little Mary Janes. I pick these up in the bins, or if they're like $4 or $5 at Goodwill, I always sell them for like $15 to $20. These are size 8, and they are actually so cute. Like, even though they're just Target, they still do great for me. And on Depop, love. Even though I think the last pair that I had is sold on Poshmark, which is interesting. This is a little vintage Ann Taylor cardigan. This is going to be great for the Depop girlies as well. Just a cute little cream, more open knit fisherman style cardigan. This is a size small. We love her. This is one of my favorite categories of vintage to sell. They always just do super good for me. They are these Oaxaca tops or dresses, and they always have these stunningly detailed embroidery on them. I love picking them up. They always do good for me. This one, I've never seen a black one with like the tie in the back, which I think is really cool, but I love the detail around the neck. It has a G in it, which I'm gonna assume means large. But these are just like, every time I see them, I pick them up because they are so stinking beautiful. They are so pretty. Okay, next up is a little not mesh, it's a little Y2K top. It is by Yeezy Fen, and it's this really fun, glittery, beaded, metallic, very Y2K patterned, a little fitted top. I love selling some of the plus size stuff. Always does really good for me. Whenever I list it, I go into the like extra item categories or whatever, and I hit plus size because I think it just funnels it to the markets that need to see those things, which is always a joy. But I think these are super cute. And this one smells really good too. This is just a cutesy little crochet festival top. I think I'm gonna sit on some of these until festival season really ramps up next year. This one is just from American Eagle. Jack found me this at the bins. It is a bit of an older American Eagle tag, but either way, I don't think the brand on some of this stuff usually matters too much. It's a lot more based on style. So I will sit on that until festival season. This, I do not remember if I showed in a previous haul, but here she is again, because I just listed it. It is by the brand Deb. This is a size large. I remember Deb. I remember Debs. They were at the mall in Des Moines that nobody really ever went to. And me and a friend of mine went to go try on a homecoming dress, and she split the zipper on the back, and we had to put our tails between our legs and tell the people there. Thankfully, they didn't make us buy it. Little Y2K, like flamenco looking salsa dress. This is so pretty with the classic little ribbon detail around the bust. Adorable, adorable. What do we have? This, Jack from a clothes mentor, and he was like, hey, they have this top, would you want to send me $20 to buy it? And I was like, yes, I do. This is Vintage Cachet, which is one of my favorite Y2K brands to sell, but I need to get this listed. It is this beautiful black leather, very like biker Halloween vest crop top thing. I am obsessed with this. I love the little ball and chain zipper. I think this is great. I do not know what size this is. It is a size XL, even better, made in Holland. We love. I'm not gonna try that because I don't want to break it. We went to a spooky haunted house at the Mall of America a couple weekends ago, and they have an Elvira themed bar, which is really fun, and I feel like somebody would wear that. Okay, so this is really fun. I got this. I took some stuff to our local little buy-sell trade store. Super fun, and every now and again they have a gem. This is one of them. This is a Dolce & Gabbana size small, and this is like the most amazing blinged out Simpsons t-shirt. It is so funny. It has Maggie and it has Lisa and the dog and the little logo on the sleeve. I am like very excited to have this. I think it's really fun. Somebody did unfortunately cut out the hologram, which is very annoying, but thankfully with any of these Dolce & Gabbana shirts, it is very easy to tell the booties from the non-booties. Always nice. Okay, this was a really fun little find. This is Ralph Lauren size 10. I would say this is definitely more like a woman's medium. I tried this on, but it is too tight in the chest. And it is just this Ralph Lauren Yacht Club little blue shirt. Any of these like preppy, kind of like beachwear, yacht wear, coastal shirts are still doing really good for me. This, I know I said I was gonna keep it, but the more that I tried on, the more that I realized it's just a little too thin, and they actually go for a lot. On Depop, it is this Abercrombie & Fitch varsity fitted cardigan. I need to give her a lint roll, maybe a little detail, but the A and F patch on the back, these do quite well. So that will make an appearance on Depop. Okay, I have a few sweatshirts that I pulled out of my own collection just because I hoard sweatshirts and t-shirts, and it is good for me to kind of keep them moving. So I will just do these very quick. I have this really fun vintage Disneyland sweatshirt that I need to pull the arm out. I love the feeling of this, and I love how like washed in and like kind of worn it is. But I unfortunately don't go to Disneyland. I go to Disney World. So I can't cheat. This is really fun. Jack gave this to me, and I was going to send it to my dad, but I think it might be a little small for him. It is an American Airlines little vintage sweatshirt. This is a Jersey's size extra large. I think this is probably a woman's XL because it's a little short in the sleeve for me personally, but that's okay. Okay, another sweater I have picked up along the way. This is a Zara sweater. I'm going to send this to my mom, but I got to depill it. But it's very Janet. Very Janet, very pilly, very, not pilly, very her. Okay, so I have two pairs of jeans that I got at Unique as well. This is a pair of Madewell jeans. This is the perfect vintage wide leg crop in a size 29. Really nice little light wash pair of cropped jeans. These are great. And their jeans at Unique are usually $9 to $13 depending on the brand, which I am very okay with paying up for if it's the right stuff. These were $9, and then I think I had another 25% discount on them, so I'll pay $7 for a pair of Madewell jeans. This is another pair of Madewell jeans. This is the slouchy boy jean in a size 27. These are super cute, very, very fall appropriate. I feel like a boyfriend jean and a booty. You can't go wrong in a nice classic denim one. A little Goodwill pickup, Christian Dior pink tie. These do okay for me, like $25, $30. They're cute though. Okay, we have the big bag with a box. All of these things I got at Turnstile. Turnstile is a little local Minnesota consignment store. Absolutely love them. Jack takes stuff there all the time, as you probably are well aware, but they have sale days, and I wait until sale day, and I spend hundreds of dollars. I think I spent $275 on all these things, which I am more than happy to do. So right off the bat, we will just get our little beauties out of the way. I bought a pair of Louboutins. These are the Socate 120 in a patent beige. It says nude. And they look like this. This is a pointy shoe. They are beautiful. They are a little tiny. They are 36.5. They have like the smallest amount of red transfer on the patent. I do not think that is that big of a deal. I paid $117 for these because they come with everything, and because it is such a classic style, I am more willing to pay up for some of the things that they're kind of known for, or styles that are always very timeless, very trendy, because there's always a buyer for that person. So speaking of Louboutins, I've picked these up on Poshmark, and I had some initial questions about these, but through my research that I will elaborate on, they are indeed authentic. So the one big thing for me is that they don't say Paris on the footbed, and I was like, these are fake, what the heck? And according to my research, they did not start doing that until right around the early to mid 2000s, where they put Paris on all their shoes. So these are from the 90s, and they did this phenomenal little decoupage collection, collaboration, whatever you want to call it. And I think these are so fun. These have like little threads. It has all these little sewing things. There's like a Louboutin tag in here. The bottom of the shoe also looks a little bit different. The red is not as like polished. Completely checks out date-wise. It does have the Christian Louboutin. It's still on the bottom. I am obsessed with these shoes. I think they are so fun. Those, if I had to guess, I think those are going to be a Depop sale. If I had to guess. Okay, next up, this is a really fun little mini bag. I saw this there a while ago, and it was $40 or $50, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna pay that. But it went down to $20, and I was like, I'll pick it up for $20. It is this really pretty eggplant Barney purple Cole Haan barrel mini bag. I think this is a great style. I love this front clasp. It actually has a bunch of room in it, which is nice. Inside is very clean. I don't know what these little like side pockets are for. Your small cell phone or your like little trinket, but with a pink Labubu. Not to get anybody to buy anything else, but I think they would be quite cute on your little bag. Love her, love her, love her, love her. Okay, this next pair of boots, these were full price, but they were 25% off, and they do not look like they've ever been worn. This is a pair of Fendi beautiful black leather boots. I love the little Fendi charm on the toe. The soles of these are literally brand new. Like, she never wore them. I was a little weary of like, why do we not have an actual sole on the toe part? But it's a little grippy because this would probably be really slippery. So I did double check, and this is very, very normal for a boot that looks like this. They are so cute. They are a size 37.5. They do still have the little Made in Italy sticker on them. They have the Fendi logo on the inside that I'm hopefully going to be able to show you. Kind of. There she is, a little Fendi moment. It does have the stamping on one of them. I was able to find it when I took the pictures of these, and now probably not, which is fine. They are very trendy. I'm very happy to have these. I think they're going to do great. I can see these being an eBay sale. I can see these being a very bougie eBay lady. So cute. They have a little bit of wear just like on the side of the heel, just from I think being bunked around, like moving or like being put in a case maybe. But either way, these were like $100 after the discount because they were 25% off. Okay, this is a unique find, and I was very excited to find these. It is this really cool pair of Nikes. I usually don't pick up Nikes, but if there's something like this where they're like really trendy, still on websites for a couple $100, I will go ahead and get those. These are a size 9, €1, 40.5. I do not know the name of these off the top of my head, but I feel like I saw Bella Hadid wear these not too long ago. So cute. So stinking cute. This is another turnstile find. These I have definitely kind of just like seen through the grapevine a handful of times. They are Jeffrey Campbell. I paid, I think these were $14 if I'm not mistaken, and they are the really fun, chunky mules. These are a size 9. And they do still have, these have literally never been worn. They do still have the little tag on the bottom. But I think these are going to be a good, like, warm girl fall shoe. You know, like you live in places that aren't necessarily super fall temperature, but either way. Okay, this is another turnstile find, and I picked these up because I know these have a cult following to them, and I wanted to give it a try. They are Rag & Bone, size extra small. And these are the only classic denim sweatpants. They are very comfortable feeling, actually, but they have the best printed denim I have seen on a pair of sweatpants in a very long time. And I know these go for like good money. So I paid, these were $18 before the discount, so they were like $14. I want to see how these do. I want to be the one to say I sold a pair of sweatpants that looks like jeans for $18. Okay, this is another really good little find. I don't find this brand a ton. And if it fits me, I keep it, but if not, I text my sister, and if it doesn't fit her, we're good to go. This is a pair of Skims, size extra small. Really adorable little pair of blue sweatpants. I think these are great going into the season again, thinking about winter at some point, and the blue. And these are very, very, very like new. They do not have a tag on them, unfortunately, but good little find. Those were $14 as well. Some of the Skims, like intimate stuff or just like the t-shirts, I wouldn't pay up for, but some of the more like substantial lounge pieces, I would definitely pay up for. Okay, this, I sold something in this same fabric on eBay, like the Abercrombie sweater for like $100 and something. It is Orlan, and so I was very excited to realize that's what this was. It is Jersild, something sportswear. Neenah, Wisconsin. You have got to be kidding me. 100% DuPont Orlon. Oh, not DuPont. Acrylic fiber knitted on imported Swiss machines. Neenah, Wisconsin. If you know anybody from Neenah, Wisconsin, tell me. This is an adorable vintage sweater. I date this just based off of the tags on the inside that I would probably say this is mid 50s to early 60s, but I think it's so stinking cute. And no matter what any of the blogs, what any of the people say, there's always room for a Fair Isle sweater in the fall time. Okay, this is another unique find. This is a Zara sweater. This is a size small. It was $8 and it's new with tags, and I wanted to pick it up because I think it's great. I think it's seasonally appropriate, and it retailed for $70, which I think is a lot, but it's just this really cute little sweater with this little pinball detail in the middle, and I think this kind of like oversized old money look is gonna do quite well. And there's probably 500 million bloggers taking 500 million pictures, which is nice. Okay, last thing, man, we sailed through that one, which is kind of good. So this is a really adorable little purple wide sleeve sweater by Lululemon. I love this sweater. I think it's really cute. I do not know the name of it off the top of my head, unfortunately, but it does feel like it has a little bit of wool or something a little softer, maybe like a cashmere blend to it. Unique. God love them. Every now and again, they will miss a Lulu piece because there's no rip tag in it, and like I will give them, these little metal tags are like impossible to see on everything. So this was only $6.49 before the discount, which is a joy. And I was very excited to find this.
Hello everyone, surprise! Ryan's haul was a little short, as you can tell by the timestamp, wherever it is on the bottom. So I thought that I would show you guys really quick what I picked up for Ryan this week at the bins, because I actually did get him a handful of things, and I don't know if these are ever gonna make it into a future one of his hauls. I'm not really sure. Let me show you. They're very Y2K type items. Well, I guess for the most part. So first up, I found him this little cat baby tee. This is a lace trim baby tee, and it says stay positive on it. This totally seems like something that he would have some luck with. It's funny because it's butter yellow, and all of a sudden the other day Ryan and I were just sitting around talking about just like sales or something like that, and we were both like, what happened to butter yellow? Obviously, that was definitely like a spring, like quick little micro trend, or spring and summer, because I have not seen or heard butter yellow now in a hot minute. I also got him this like popcorn style tank. I always get him that brand called Plissé. This is not that brand, but it's definitely like the same style. This is by Notations Clothing Co. Obviously the brands, like with this Y2K stuff, don't matter. It's really just the style. So the next one I got, let's see, I've got some really good stuff here that are like Y2K gold, as I say, which I'll show you last. So the next thing I got him was this crochet green, just like open knit kind of sweater. I could picture some girly kind of layering this or something. It's giving like goblin or ghoul or forest witch or whatever kind of core we are on right now. That's another thing. I don't know if I hear core as much anymore. I'm sure it is totally still a thing. Like I hear cottage core, even though I feel like we kind of just say cottage. Like this is a very cottage style or something. So of course I had to get him a De Segal. Anytime I see one, I grab it for him. This one is quite a Y2K style. I'm sure this will do quite well for him. It's got like the cap sleeves, which is kind of a Y2K staple. Then, okay, we're getting closer to the Y2K gold. Okay, so I grabbed him this bag. This is very kind of the bags he sells. It's just like genuine leather. I'm sure this is like from a trip to Mexico or something, just like a tourist kind of thing, but it is real leather. And it's, I think, just like painted on flowers and stuff. It's really nice. And he always likes to sell these like tooled leather bags. This one's in great shape. You can tell it's vintage. So that should do good on his Depop. Then we've got, this is really odd. So Tiffany at the bins, who I met for the first time, she handed me this. She actually was up here from Texas. So the odds of me running into her were pretty slim, except she did go on a Monday. And reliably, I am there almost every single Monday, but she was going up to see the colors of the trees up north, and I was so jealous. She grabbed this and was like, oh, do you think Ryan would sell this? And he totally would. This is really odd though. So this is Ann Taylor, but there's another label. and it's Tahari. So I was like, did somebody add in one of those labels, or is this really like a collab? And sure enough, I looked it up, and there's a few listings of like older listings of older items that have both labels. There's not many, but it seems that way in the past, the two collabed. I don't know. That's really odd to me. Okay, here are the more like big hitters, I feel like. This is a pair of mid-rise, or honestly low-rise, green kind of safari style shorts, and these are by the old label of Abercrombie and Fitch, straight from the early 2000s. Reliable outdoor goods. I think this like drawstring rope helps a lot. The low rise is obviously going to help a lot. This is like a really old pair, so these should do fantastic. Then we have a blue velour track jacket, and as you can see, this is a Juicy Couture. It does have the J zipper, and this I do think is a newer Juicy piece, but Ryan likes to sell any of it if it does have the bedazzlement to it and if it is velour. So this should still do well, not as well as older Juicy, but still good. Next up, this is kind of a trend that's happening right now, and I forget the name of it, but it's kind of like a medieval, like medieval princess, medieval like royalty or something aesthetic. I've heard about it in a couple like YouTube videos from like fall YouTube channels that I watch. This is like a cap sleeve, like chunkier lace, layered dress. I think this underbust situation with like the diamond shape right here really gives kind of like the medieval look. I'll have to look up what the actual name of this style is, or I need to rewatch the video where someone talked about it. You can tie it as well. It has a belt kind of situation. This is by Volume 1 Dresses. I'm sure this is also straight from like 2006, 2005, something like that. And last is something that, yes, I wasn't sure if this was vintage, but it absolutely is. So weird that I found both of these though. So this is a green mossy color track jacket. You can probably already tell who it's by. It has a J zipper again, and it has a very similar label. But a key difference is it has this little tag on the bottom that says Made in America, which implies this is a very old Juicy Couture piece. This is a classic older color, like this mud moss, like I said. This has a giant classic Juicy bedazzled logo on the back. This will probably sell for quite a bit. This is in really good shape too. A lot of Juicy velour gets really matted and stuff, but this should do super good. I know that I said that about everything, but I always say that about everything. This should do so good. This should do so good. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. I should be picking up things that I feel will do good or will do well. Okay, I'm gonna pass it back to Ryan now, but hopefully you guys enjoyed my little cameo.
Okay, folks, that was kind of a quick little Dirty 30 moment. I hope we all had a good time. I hope everybody is selling their wares well. I will see you all in the next one. This has been really fun. Thank you. Hopefully I can do one of these again later. Goodbye.